Okay, starting the Appalachian Trail northbound from Rockfish Gap on the 12th of April 2025, trying to fill in my 67-mile gap. So here we go. Okay, so 6/10 of a mile in. I've already lost my long johns, took those off. It was very windy at the start because it's right by the gap. Now that I'm in the woods, it's pretty nice. And it's 53 degrees, which is pretty ideal hiking temperature. So, off to a good start. We'll probably continue to adjust what I got on. A little battle between exercise and wind and all that. So, all right, talk to you later. When we get a trail like this, boy, you just got to film it. It's so nice. You just walk along at a nice pace. But of course, this is the exception, not the rule. Tractor seats for us to sit on. Enjoy a little rest here at the top of the mountain. Under 3 miles to go. Okay, day one wrap up. 7.6 trail miles, 7.8 total hiking from Rockfish Gap to Calf Mountain Shelter northbound, and 2,200 vertical feet up, 1,200 down. About 3.5 hours of hiking. Got going at noon. Now here at the shelter, and there's plenty of folks, and it's a little windy, but it's pretty pleasant, and I'm happy to be lying down, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one. Okay, day two. Calf Mountain Shelter. It's pretty nice. We had a full house. Through hiker and Mike the milkman attempting the calendar year Triple Crown was there, and some other folks. So that was pretty nice. Got down to 31 this morning when I woke up, and I'm glad I had my puffy pants and my neck gaiter and everything. So I was toasty. I'm 2.7 in for the day. I'm down to my shorts. It's 40 degrees, and it's a 13-mile day. So that's where we are. I'll catch up to you later. All right, a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes in. 5.4 miles, almost 1,500 feet. That's half the elevation for today. So a little less than 8 miles to go and 1,500 feet up and down. Doing well. Day 3, climb out of Black Rock Shelter up to Black Rock Summit. And here's a view east to north. Got a 6:20 start. About 47 degrees. Okay, so day 3, it's another 13 miler. As I said, I got going at 6:20. I'm almost 4 miles in, and I've seen 8 deer on trail and 1 southbound hiker. And that's been it. Very pleasant, overcast, calm, 54 degrees. I'm doing good. I'm not pushing it hard. The trail's been pretty cruisy. So I had a great sunrise this morning. So pretty good. Probably could have used a bigger breakfast though, but that's all right. So talk to you later. All right, so I'm 9.3 miles in for the day. It's like 1:20. I stopped at the camp store to charge batteries. And now I've got 4 miles left to go to the campsite. And here's a nice view of the valley. Ten miles in for the day, came across this lovely brook, and I got some water to filter. So just 3 miles left to go. Some sort of cabin or something over here, not sure what. So this is Ivy Creek. We've been following for a little bit. It's absolutely delightful. And I get to cross. All right. There goes the trail and there goes the creek. Okay, day 3, finishing up another 13-mile day. This is a hot one today. Got up around, certainly into the 70s. So, and the last climb of the day was brutal. But the trail's been pretty good. That's saving grace. Slight breeze at times. Spent 3 hours, a little less than 3 hours at the camp store charging my battery, my phone and my watch and my power bank, so that's good. So I'll see you at camp. Day 3 wrap up. So we went from Black Rock Shelter to Pine Heart Haven Shelter, 13.4 miles, 2,600 vertical feet up. Less elevation gain than yesterday, but today got up into the high 70s. So the last climb of the day was pretty brutal. We did manage to stop at the Loft Mountain campground store and spent 3 hours recharging phone and my power bank and my watch, so that was good. Had the Indian supper and now kind of in bed and expecting a potential thunderstorm tonight around midnight. So most folks are in the shelter, but I'm going to see how storm-worthy my tent is. Tomorrow we've got 3 plans. Plan A is shelter in 8.2 miles. Plan B is 11.3. Go into town, in a motel for the night sort of deal. And plan C is a 20-mile day. Supposed to be cooler, so we'll see how I fare tonight. If I get rested, and we'll see how everything goes. Feet are hanging in there, doing well. But I can tell you, after 13 miles, I'm pretty glad to see the shelter. So, signing off for today, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Okay, the 8 o'clock update. So the rain has come. We've had one lightning strike already. And I forgot to mention that I saw 12 deer today along the trail. So it's been a good day. Now hoping that we have the rain comes and goes so I can get some sleep and that I stay dry. Catch up later. Beginning of day 4. Got going a little after 7:03 or so. Got the first climb out of the way immediately. Trail's been pretty nice, as most of it is here in the Shenandoahs. So far the plan goes something like this: to go to the next shelter, which is in 8.3 from the last shelter, and then see if I can maybe get a motel for tonight, or seeing if I feel really good, move on. I don't know. That shelter is at 3,100 feet, which could be cold and windy tonight. And there was some sort of foul smell in the tent last night. I think it was me. So that's another reason to go to town, maybe get some food. Anyways, got a good start. Talk to you later. So when you see a hill like this on the AT, you know you're going to be going over it in the next 3.9 miles. I got to Hilltop Shelter. It was cold and windy. Called Country View Motel, and Wayne, the shuttle driver, got right into Elkton and spent the night there. Okay, day 5. So spent the night at the Country View Motel last night, and I will again tonight. So I'm slack packing from Milo Gap back to Swift Run Gap, which is 14.5 miles. It's about 34 degrees and blowing hard, and out of the north. So I'm hiking with the wind, just slightly warmer. There won't be that many videos today because I gotta take my gloves off and it's pretty cold. So that's the way it is. I'll show you in a second. Okay, pretty bundled up. And the reason for the hat is I'm walking a lot into the sun. So, but I got 3 layers on and it's keeping me moving, I can tell you. All right, I'll catch back up when there's something to show you. Okay, 2 miles in, moving right along, which is nice. Over the first 500-foot climb of the day, 500 plus or so. And I think that's the highest for today. So downhill, and now that I'm on this side of the ridge, it's a lot less windy. So moving along, pretty good pace. Slack packing's nice after you've had go from 20 pounds or so down to, I don't know, 10. Allows you to move right along. All right, check in later. Stopped at the Lewis Mountain Camp Store for a drink and for lunch. Quite nice. Well, not all of the Shenandoahs is cruisy. Here's some rock stairs for you. Okay, so I'm 10.55 in for the day. Stopped at a Lewis Mountain Camp Store. Had something to eat. Well, I had something I bought this morning, and then pecan rolls, pretty good, and cranberry juice that I bought at the store. Things have warmed up considerably, but it's still breezy, and I think I made the right choice. I got about 4 miles of downhill, so taking it easy, hopefully. And tomorrow I'll return to Milo Gap and head north from there with all my gear. And it's unclear to me how far I'll go. I think I've got 9 miles to get to my gap filling at Hawksbill parking, and then we'll have quite the fill in. So anyways, the trail's been pretty nice. We've had some sections that keep you honest, but hey, for the most part it's nice. Okay, we'll catch up later. Okay, day 6. We're just doing the last 6 miles of my gap here in the Shenandoahs. Milo Gap to Hawksbill parking. 33 degrees this morning, so it's kind of chilly here. It's kind of a nice section of the trail, these rock formations. So it's been very nice. Today is calm, which is nice, and sunny. And this is not unusual. We've had a lot of blowdown. .9 in for the day. It's up to a balmy 36 degrees. And it's calm. And we just passed the lodge. Okay. Loft Mountain. So I have a total 7.3, not 5.9. So I gotta hoof it for the rest of the 3 miles. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching my 6-day, 68.6 mile hike in the Shenandoah National Park.